Conspiracy theories, a perennial fascination that has captivated minds throughout history. From ancient times to the present day, they persist in a corner of our consciousness, questioning the narratives we're presented with. Some are lighthearted and amusing, while others delve into the depths of the unimaginable. In this video, we'll dive into the allure of these theories, the impact they have on our public discourse, and the mediums through which they spread like wildfire. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to my channel. 1. COVID-19 as population control. The COVID-19 pandemic has given rise to numerous conspiracy theories that attempt to explain the origins, severity, and motives behind the virus. These theories range from claims that the vaccine contains microchips for tracking individuals to accusations that the fatality rate has been exaggerated. Additionally, some conspiracy theories falsely attribute responsibility for the virus to individuals like Bill Gates or propose that it was intentionally created as a form of population control. One possible reason for the persistence of these conspiracy theories is the influence of prominent figures and political rhetoric. For instance, former President Donald Trump initially downplayed the severity of the virus, comparing it to the flu and suggesting it would disappear without a vaccine. 2. There's a hidden chamber filled with government secrets behind Mount Rushmore. When it comes to American conspiracies, this one is straight from a scene in National Treasure. And while this conspiracy was a part of the movie's plot around a particularly obstacle-laden hunt for gold, the theory that something was hiding within Mount Rushmore came about far before it was hinted at on the silver screen. It's a fact that there's a small room inside the monument, situated behind Abraham Lincoln's head. The monument's sculptor, Gutzon Borglum, created an 18-foot door that leads into a 74-foot long and 35-foot tall room. What was envisioned as a massive 800-foot staircase leading from the front of the monument into what was meant to be the Gilded Hall of Records is now a much emptier version of Borglum's dream. In fact, it serves as a memorial to the sculptor himself. After the budget for the monument was cut in 1939, a year after ground was broken, progress on the chamber stopped. 3. The AIDS virus was created in a laboratory. Based on the theories of Dr. William Campbell Douglas, many believe that HIV was genetically engineered in 1974 by the World Health Organization. Dr. Douglas believed that it was a cold-blooded attempt to create a killer virus, which was then used in a successful experiment in Africa. Others have claimed that it was created by the CIA or the KGB as a means to reduce world population. 4. Shakespeare was not Shakespeare. Who really was the English language's greatest writer? Among the numerous alternative candidates that have been proposed, Francis Bacon, Christopher Marlowe, William Stanley, 6th Earl of Derby, and Edward de Vere, 17th Earl of Oxford, are the most popular. Theorists believe there is a lack of evidence proving that the actor and businessman, sometimes known as Shakespeare of Stratford, was responsible for the body of works that bear his name. Very little biographical information exists about Shakespeare. 5. The Earth is actually flat. The concept that the Earth is flat has gained attention in recent times, but it remains a fundamentally flawed theory. Flat Earth proponents confidently claim that our planet is not a spherical object, as widely accepted by the scientific community, but a flat disk that is intentionally concealed by an elaborate global conspiracy. However, a closer examination of the extensive evidence and scientific knowledge available reveals a starkly different reality. The evidence supporting a round Earth is extensive and compelling. Centuries of scientific exploration and study, including satellite imagery, photographs taken from space, and astronomical observations, provide unequivocal proof of our planet's spherical shape. 6. Princess Diana's death was no accident. When Princess Diana, a beautiful, young royal outsider known as the People's Princess, was killed in a car crash in Paris in 1997, 1 year after her divorce from Prince Charles, conspiracies immediately abounded. The specifics vary, but the crux of most Diana-related theories is this: the car accident that killed her was not an accident. At the time of her death, she was dating Dodi Fayed, an Egyptian film producer who died in the limo alongside her, who was supposedly planning to propose to Diana the night of the accident. Another theory is that the limo driver, Henry Paul, who was drunk at the time of the accident, intentionally crashed the car because Paul was the head of security at the Ritz Hotel in Paris, where the couple had departed from just prior to the crash. Conspiracy. Theorists believe he might have been on the payroll of a national intelligence service group that wanted Diana dead. 7 to 9/11 was an inside job. In a series of coordinated terror attacks, nearly 3,000 people lost their lives during the events of September 11, 2001, with thousands more injured and over 2,000 first responders eventually losing their lives due to illnesses related to their time working at Ground Zero. On that fall day in 2001, Americans watched stunned as 2 planes hit the Twin Towers in New York City, while a third struck the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., and a fourth crashed into a field outside of Shanksville, Pennsylvania. September 11 took its place in history as the date of the most deadly foreign attack on American soil, usurping Pearl Harbor. Maybe it's because of the scale of loss that nearly 3,000 people could be killed within a few hours on a sunny September morning, or because of the lies that have been told to the American people to sell them on the endless wars that followed the attacks. But the subject of 9/11 events has always been a playground for conspiracy theorists. 8. Mass shootings like Sandy Hook were false flags. After 20 first graders and 6 school staffers were killed at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Connecticut on December 14, 2012, Alex Jones used his formidable platform to claim the attack hadn't actually happened. The mass shooting, according to Jones, was completely fake, and the slain children were hired actors. Sandy Hook conspiracies spread far and wide, with some grieving parents releasing birth certificates to prove their children existed and having to deny requests to exhume their children's bodies. Mass shootings continue to bring out the worst in conspiracy theorists. After the Parkland, Florida, shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School left 17 dead, survivors were called crisis actors. When a gunman killed 58 people in Las Vegas, theories ran wild that he hadn't acted alone. And no matter where the shooting takes place or how many people are affected, it seems there are always those who are ready to call it a false flag attack, designed by the deep state to push gun control laws. 9. Holocaust Denial. Holocaust denial is a deeply controversial and discredited belief held by a small but vocal group of individuals who reject or downplay the historical reality of the Holocaust. Holocaust deniers claim that the systematic genocide of approximately 6 million Jews, along with millions of other victims during World War II, was either greatly exaggerated or entirely fabricated. They often base their arguments on distorted interpretations of historical documents, conspiracy theories, or the promotion of anti-Semitic ideologies. However, it is crucial to note that Holocaust denial is unequivocally refuted by an overwhelming consensus of historians, scholars, and organizations dedicated to preserving the memory and truth of the Holocaust. 10. Reptilian Elite. The Reptilian Elite conspiracy theory proposes the existence of shape-shifting reptilian humanoids who are believed to manipulate and control world governments and institutions from behind the scenes. According to this theory, these reptilian beings disguise themselves as influential figures in society, such as politicians, business leaders, and celebrities, to exert their influence and further their hidden agendas. However, it is important to emphasize that the reptilian elite theory lacks any credible evidence and is widely dismissed by experts and rational thinkers. The concept of shape-shifting reptilian humanoids controlling world affairs is purely speculative and falls into the realm of science fiction or fantasy. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.